Hi, this is Amy with ULC Seminary, and I've been getting a lot of questions lately, some emails about ULC and what it stands for and what it believes in, and more specifically, for some reason, people seem to want to know what I personally believe in. First of all, I'd like to say that ULC is a unique organization. It was the first of its kind, one that allowed the doors to be open to anybody who was interested in being ordained and to become a minister and to practice their beliefs. And while it's true there are going to be some people with questionable reasons for doing things, most of the people I think are coming through with good intentions in their heart and with a strong desire to do something good in the world. I've been getting some emails from people who are, I'm not picking on any particular group, but I have been getting emails from people who tell me that while they personally are not judging me for all of the lies that I'm spreading, God most certainly will. That is a judgment, just as a by the by. So, what the Universal Life Church believes in is doing that which is right as long as it does not infringe upon the rights of others. This does not limit it to being Christian or to being pagan or to being agnostic or spiritual or anything. It's just doing what's right. My personal beliefs are about spreading love and goodness in the world, just paying it forward, continually and consistently paying it forward. I've had some people ask me, these are people more of the Christian faith, but I'm not picking on anyone in particular because I get things from pagans who say, why do you have so many Christian things? When did this become a Christian organization? And then I have Christians who write and say, I thought this was a Christian organization. Why are we having pagans on here? And why are we having this and that? And the ULC is its own denomination, and we do allow everybody in. We don't ask anyone to believe in anything that anyone else believes, other than doing that which is right, as long as it does not infringe upon the rights of others and is allowed within the law. Some people have said that, telling me that, well, Jesus is the only way, and if you don't believe that, then that's that, and that God is going to judge me. My thoughts about God, personally, since that's what people seem to be curious about, is that God is huge. Whether you say God, goddess, if you want to separate the male and female, I use God in a non-gender specific term, just big picture, God, universal, energy, whatever you want to call. My feeling about Christianity is people say if you don't believe in Jesus, Jesus is the only way. Well, like I said, my feelings about God is that God is bigger than that. And that as a parent, I can tell you that I love my children unconditionally. I love them so much. I just love them. And I don't love one more than the other, and I don't love them differently. I do, however, parent them differently. They don't respond to the same things. They're not the same exact age. They're not the same person, so they get treated differently to suit them. And I don't mean separate but equal. I mean they are treated with absolute love that supports them as individuals as best as I can. I think if I feel that way, then I can't even imagine how much God, who is all loving, could feel any less than that. So, I guess if you look at Christianity and you're looking at Christian history and a comparative religion and the other kind of courses like we offer through the seminary, you'll see that there have been other religions which have in the past, long before Christianity, which have told largely the same story. I mean, really very close to the same story. So some people say, well, this just means that Christianity was just made up to, copy other stories, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't there, I don't know. What I think it could also mean is that the message that is being spread is such an important message that it has to be said more than once and in more than one way, thus having many different religions. When Christianity first started, it was in a very small part of the world, in a very small, tiny populated area, and we didn't have the internet. I mean, now, gosh, this message I'm posting on YouTube and wherever else, it can be seen by thousands of people. It could go viral. It could be seen by tons of people. But back then, you just had people talking and people walking and traveling and carrying stories. So my feeling, personal feeling, is that that same part of God, like we are all part of God, same messenger, Messiah, whatever you want to say, can be sent more than once, sharing the same amazing story in different parts of the world at different times. And that way, God can say, I love all of you. I love the people who were there in Bethlehem. I love the people who were over in China. I love people who were in remote tribes. People who don't have access to the same information. They all get to be loved. And so they all get to hear it in the message of love in their own time, in their own space, in their own way. This does not in any way diminish any of the messages. It doesn't mean that I'm saying that I don't believe in Jesus. It doesn't mean I'm saying that it just means that I believe that yes on all of these things. If the message is about love and the messenger is about love and the beauty and paying it forward and kindness and goodness and compassion and tolerance, then that's what I believe in. And that's what I believe the Universal Life Church is about. At least I can speak for the seminary. My goal is to pay it forward, to spread goodness and love, and whether that's in a message about all the different religions. If you look at the major religions, they all have messages of love. And I think that God loves everybody enough, more than enough, to spread that message. And I hear from people that, well, it has to be in this tiny little area in order to be right. If that's true, that's saying that God is very small. And I just don't believe that that's true. And if you're an atheist, well, then none of this matters anyway. So I think I may have covered it, but and maybe I'll take a lot of grief for this, I don't know, but I do believe that everybody should hear the message of love and eternal life and all the things that are good and beautiful in the world. I think all of that should be heard in however people can hear it, at whatever time they can hear it, in whatever space they can hear it, and all of that is right. And it's not for me to judge. It's not for me to say, well, God's going to judge you then. I don't think that's how it works. God said, let me take care of it. That doesn't mean you're going to be judging horribly. I don't think that's what it's about. I know if my kids have a problem, if they get off their path, or if they just are not sure where their path is, or they just don't see it, well, then I talk to them about it and I say, what's going on? Let's talk about it. And if I can do that, and I know many of you as parents do the same thing, or as counselors, you do that with your clients and such, and just people around you, then why would God be any less than that? So I think that we all ought to pay more attention to finding the love and compassion in our hearts, paying it forward, and less about what everybody else is doing and whether or not God is going to judge them and whether or not you need to dust your feet of someone or all the other things that I've been hearing about. Just send them love and approval. Love, 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 and approval. And everybody will get there in their own time, in their own space, and in their own way. I'm Amy with the ULC Seminary. Thanks.